Hey guys, welcome back, and have we got new letters?
这都是我的错。
Lee Wen and Riale
有没有搞错？
and Jimmy with tennis. They are linked. It's probably going to get one linked to Lee Wen at some point as well. Possibly to Jimmy. I think I want to see what this one's about now. Carlos and the mysterious person. My name is Park Sang-gung. I'm 12 years old. I live in Korea. My home was on a hill. There was lots of similar houses on that hill. And one was the highest was my home. There were good things and bad things about living there. The good thing was that since the house was so high, we got to be further away from the other houses, so we had a big yard. However, I had to climb the stairs for over half an hour every day, just to go and buy my dad a bottle of vodka for the convenience store at the bottom of a hill. If I didn't go, Dad would get angry. He would go beat me with a belt. It wasn't just me either. He would also hit Mum too. I never understood why he would do that. I just wished if we could figure it out, maybe Mum wouldn't have been beaten anymore. Dad was a road construction and maintenance worker. He used to come back home with mud over his clothes. For the past 2 months, he'd always come home clean. Sometimes he'd bring back money and give it to Mum. Other times, he'd take some money out of a pot where he kept our food money. Mum always worked very hard. She had to wash lots of clothes and sheets during the day for other people. She said we were getting paid for washing them. I really wanted to help Mum. I was too short. I couldn't even reach a pole where she hung clothes. Alex came by today. He lived in the hill too. He was Russian, like Mum. They both had blonde hair and blue eyes, just like me. The other kids who were living nearby didn't like me at all. He always said I looked weird. Only Sue from the bakery would play with me. She once told me she wanted to open a cake shop together with me. I didn't like cakes. There was an ant nest in our yard. I was watching the ants carrying things into their nest. Bet we must have a very big home. Suddenly it started raining. A large raindrop almost blocked the entrance for the nest. Went back inside to get an umbrella, and I came back and covered the nest. Mum and Alex were taking the sheets back inside, and Dad came back home. He was Korean. He had black hair and brown eyes. He was back earlier than usual today. He saw Alex there and kicked the umbrella away. And left. Alex left. Mum went in the house with Dad. I followed her inside as well. You slutty bitch. Dad slapped Mum from her face and pushed her to the floor. He took a rope out from a cabinet. The rope was wrapped around her neck and he choked her. 5 minutes later, I grabbed onto Dad's arm with my whole body. But I couldn't stop him. He was too strong for me. Dad kicked me in the stomach and shoved me off with him. I then crashed into a corner of a room. Bastard! Dad called me that word a lot. He asked Mum a lot what it meant. She told me it was just meant bad child. Dad finally let me go. Mum collapsed onto the floor, but she didn't get back up. It was as if she had fallen asleep. I tried to shake her awake as hard as I could. She shouted as loud as I could, but she wouldn't wake up. I heard a door open behind me. I turned around. Dad had run out. I didn't know where he was going. He held onto Mum's arm and cried. Why, I'd always been a good child. God, please let Mum wake up. Promise I'll even be a better child. Promise I'll never be a bastard again. Wow. Poor kid. I'd been a member of the Black Dragon Gang for 2 months, and yet I still officially to meet Mr. Lin. Mr. Lin was second in command of the Black Dragon Gang. We met once on a day of a fire at Pitt Street. He was also one who had inducted me to the gang. Thought to be able to get some information about my sister once I'd joined the gang, but I soon found out that everyone in my group, including our leader Mr. Yuan, knew nothing about her. As for Mr. Lin himself, he rarely ever came to number 99 in person. Still, there was something besides from joining the gang. At least he didn't have to worry about room and board anymore. My Cantonese was also improving a lot. Besides, not everyone in the gang was as scary as one would expect of a gang member. Ren was one of the nice guys. I belonged to a group loyalty team. A group where we saw the loan business, so we were essential to the loan sharks of the gang. Now when I become a member, I couldn't just coast along without doing anything. What did anyone do wrong things? I I told Ren my predicament during one of our conversations. Ren then told Mr. Kwan he wanted to bring me along when he went debt collecting. Every time we went, Ren would whisk the kids and families away first. Then I would tear apart the old clothes and spill some chicken blood and mail the clothing to the debtors. Once we were sure the debtors had received our bloody clothes, Ren would then make a phone call. Hey, you got a package right. Give you 3 days. If you still don't have our money, you're getting more than just clothes next time. It sounded like Uncle Wang, a big butcher, a street corner with violent attitude. The F on his head would bounce 3 times. We were with him every time he yelled at his customers. As soon as he put down the phone, he would immediately turn to a preschool teacher. Go play with our hostages who were wearing the new clothes we just bought them. Ren would then get scolded by Mr. Kwan every once in a while. He said Hong Kong was too small a place. If everyone learned how group loyalty handled their business, it became more and more difficult to collect the money. But Ren never took it seriously. Ren knew that I'd come to Hong Kong to find my sister. Even though he couldn't help much, he would always allow me to go out and look whenever I can. Every time Mr. Kwan asked about me, he would also cover me. Just like today, I'd been asking around the whole morning, still got nothing. When I got back to 99, everyone of the group seemed to have a strange smirk on their faces. Ren said we were going out to get a massage. They were waiting for me to come back so they could put me on watch duty. You know what's on paper, sex work is technically prohibited in Hong Kong. It nevertheless flourished on the island. Mong Kok, Prince Edward and Yau Mai Tai are well-known red light districts in Hong Kong. In particular, Portland Street, which is located between Mong Kong and Prince Edward, is the most infamous one. Massages, foot spas and nightclubs. I laughed knowingly. Help yourself to a beer on the table. I paid for those. We're off. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's someone in the room who Mr. Kwan had told us to keep an eye on. Don't let it go away. We then left. A girl was tied to a chair in the corner of the room. Although there was a cloth stuffed in her mouth, she still seemed very pretty. She looked Asian, but she had dark skin like mine. Her eyes were thin and curly like a pair of moons. Her shining black hair draped down from her neck like a dark waterfall. She was wearing a purple short skirt. Looked like the skirt had been torn from the side. What if Mr. Kwan wanted her to watch, I should have watched her. No need to think too much. Set my cheeks to keep myself alert. I raised a bottle. Then a rope snapped. I was reading the labels on Ren's beers when I heard the sound of a rope snapping. Before I could turn around, I felt a hand strike the back of my neck. I blacked out. Didn't know how long had passed. A bucket of cold water was thrown in my face. I woke up with a shudder and opened my eyes and saw Mr. Kwan standing right in front of me. Everyone was back in the room, with all a terrible look on their faces. I looked to a corner again, the chair was still there, with 2 halves of rope on the floor. The girl was gone. Oh crap, I made a terrible mistake. Ren tossed a knife over to me and looked away. I'd not been in a group for long, but I knew the rules. If I wanted to stay, I had to do this. Bit my lip hard and cut off my left pinky. Half a blood finger dropped to the floor. Blood was still gushing out. Hurt like hell, but I was man. Didn't make a sound. Who on earth was that girl? I've only been more alert. Ritual of the Mafia with some gangs, if you make a mistake, you cut off your own pinky finger. Some gangs might also make their new members cut off before officially joining. That's scary. So I'm still going to drink there, but the rope's not going to snap. The rope is going to snap over here. Rope fell out of Dad's hands. He was about to pick it up when the doorbell rang. Dad went into the yard. It sounded like Alex had brought some people over to intervene. He once tried to do it himself, but he was badly beaten by Dad and kicked out. He never dared to come back on his own since. When I returned from the door, he seemed to have forgotten about what was going on. He just gave me a kick when he walked past me and went straight to bed. Mum sat on the ground and cried. I climbed over to her in arms and like I always did. Every time Dad lost his temper, we would huddle together like this. It's the only way we could make ourselves feel better. We were lucky enough to get through it this time, but what about next time? Mr. Kwan had come back. He pulled up a chair in front of a girl and sat down. He began asking her questions. We always come back from a massage as well. We were all standing next to a wall. No one dared make a sound. Mr. Kwan's questions, I led with the girl's name was Yi. Mr. Kwan had only met her recently. Mr. Kwan even bought her an apartment. Mr. Kwan was a tough man, but he'd always been gentle to women, and never slept around either. Therefore, he couldn't tolerate being betrayed by his women. A few days ago, he found out Yi had been hanging out with people from a blood gang. He began to suspect that she'd been approaching him with other intentions. He decided to find the truth. Mr. Kwan dumped a bucket of ice water on her head. The air conditioning had been set to max power at 16 degrees and was blown directly at her. Every time she would not answer a question, he would cut off some of her hair and slap her in the face. He was quite tough though. Her mouth had started bleeding. Almost all her hair had been cut off and she hadn't spoken once. Mr. Kwan was tougher. He sent Ren to fetch him a bottle of white flower oil. He twisted off a cap, forced Yi's eyes open, was about to drop it into her eyes. He was shaking uncontrollably. The tears were welling out of her eyes. She was finally broken. Mr. Kwan was right about everything. He was not just a member of a blood gang, she was also the niece of a big boss. That wasn't what angered Mr. Kwan the most. He hadn't seduced him to infiltrate with group loyalty for loan business, so he was trying to get closer to the other groups of a Black Dragon gang. She only chosen Mr. Kwan because he was single, therefore easy to more and more convenient for a target. Blood gang had never cared about the loan business at all. Kwan was outraged, feeling incredibly insulted. Carlos! Take care of this bitch! Never let me see her again. Okay, so that's it. Still there. Oh, he's going to raise a bottle now. I must stop Dad. I climbed on the table and smashed a vodka bottle into his head. He said he stopped and fell to the ground on his back. Something dark and red was coming out of his head on the floor. Mum sat back up, her face was pale. She coughed violently for a while and cried. He carefully climbed off the table and ran into her arms, like I always did. It's the only way we can make ourselves feel better. Didn't know what Dad would do to us when he woke up. I wished I'd never had a dad like him. Park's handgun story is so sad. Why is his father so cruel? Why would someone kill his own wife? Thank goodness we could help him. Who knows, maybe his father was mentally ill. He was easily stressed. Some people would ease their stress by exercising, overeating or smashing things. Some people, however, became twisted. He was so young, if he only had a father like this. If he never had his father, he would not have existed. You're right. Does that mean I had a father too? You're a guard, of course not. Don't ever think about it. Get back to work. They both get rank S though, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we now have the piece of rope. And I'm probably going to end it here actually. I'm going to quickly check what it says about our new characters. We don't know what he looks like, or we do since we saw the reopening, but he suffered from severe mental trauma due to prolonged exposure to domestic violence. And relationships number 6 is Yi, Mr. Kwan's ex-princess of Blood Gang. Cool. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and join me next time when I read this post. Bye bye.
숲에서 특별히 써줄 수